When experienced teachers leave, schools lose more than a staff. A reflection on what we truly lose when veteran educators walk away. Hello everyone, myself Mr. Sanjay Kukadia welcomes you back to my channel Sur Mandir Vidyalaya. A quiet exit. Last week, a senior teacher I know packed up her desk after 18 years. No big announcement, no farewell speech, just a quiet note that said, "It's time." And that silence said more about our schools than any policy ever could. It wasn't a dramatic departure. It was the kind of ending that happens when exhaustion finally overweighs passion, when the weight of systems becomes heavier than the joy of teaching. The unraveling of a school's foundation. When experienced teachers leave, it's not just one person exiting a classroom. It's the slow unraveling of what makes a school work. These are the people who carry decades of wisdom, patience, and balance. They mentor new teachers, comfort anxious parents, and hold the culture of a school together. But today, many of them are leaving, and what's scary is why. Why veteran teachers are walking away. From purpose to paperwork. Teaching used to mean shaping young minds. Now it often means managing spreadsheets, filling reports, and responding to endless parent emails. The core mission gets buried under administrative demands. Efficiency over experience. Schools track attendance, deadlines, and deliverables, but forget to track morale, trust, and connection. What gets measured becomes what matters, and the intangibles that make teaching meaningful disappear. Burnout is disconnection. Burnout isn't about tiredness, it's about disconnection. When teachers stop feeling seen or valued, the joy of teaching fades, and that's when they quietly walk away, leaving behind more than an empty desk. Institutional memory versus seniority. The system confuses seniority with institutional memory. Veteran teachers don't just know the syllabus, they know the soul of the school, its traditions, its rhythm, its people that can't be replaced overnight. Retention starts with respect. Cut down administrative overload. Ask for feedback before issuing evaluations. Create growth paths that inspire, not exhaust. Let experienced teachers lead, not just comply. Mrs. Almeida's story. I still remember one such teacher. Let's call her Mrs. Almeida. For nearly 2 decades, she taught first graders how to read, count, and dream. When new teachers joined, she was the one who showed them how to calm a crying child or spot the quiet ones who needed a little extra love. But lately, her classroom time had shrunk. More meetings, more data entry, more process, and less connection. One Friday, she stayed late to finish reports, looked around her empty classroom, and realized she hadn't read a story to her class all week. That was the moment she decided she was done. A call to action. If you are a school leader, listen. Truly listen. Not just to complaints, but to the silences. Ask what would make teaching feel meaningful again. Create space for educators to lead, innovate, and breathe. If you are a parent, appreciate. Recognize that behind every lesson is a human being balancing dozens of responsibilities. A simple thank you note can remind a teacher why they started this journey. If you are a teacher, remind yourself and others what truly matters. The spreadsheets will always be there, but the moment when a child's eyes light up with understanding, that's irreplaceable. Let's rebuild a culture that values the heart of teaching as much as the metrics. Because without that heart, we are just processing students through a system instead of nurturing future citizens. Let's make sure we give them a reason to stay. Because when good teachers walk away, they take more than their experience. They take the soul of the school with them. The culture, the wisdom, the unwritten rules that make everything work. The relationships that can't be documented in a handbook. The trust that takes years to build. It's time we recognize that retaining experienced teachers isn't just about filling positions. It's about preserving the very essence of what makes education transformative. If you found this video captivating, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Tell me in the comments your views about this video. Thank you.